Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and there's a new combo in town featuring Weapon Hex. Now, I know a lot of you in the last update with the changes to World Boss and Strikers and Resistance have really started to dislike it because of how much worse it's made certain characters. And one of those characters that it's made worse is Weapon Hex. Her value has plummeted because she can no longer be used with Hydra Supreme Captain America for that 100% all defense down combo. But she's still a good character in her own right. You know, she can still be usable for lower level World Boss and Shadowland. She's got a passive that heals the team, and she gives you a little summonable bauble that will heal you, and it also has synergy with Mr. Sinister. She's not a bad character, but I think one thing a lot of players are overlooking is that she still has a minus 100% stack of all defense down, and that is the highest stack in the game for any character. No character comes close to 100%, and only characters using leaderships can actually surpass 100%. So she's still a very special, very strong character, and there is a new combo, which actually is a very old combo that's just being used now with different characters, that you can use with her to do massive damage and to almost, in some cases, one-shot Cull Obsidian. Yeah, we're back to one-shotting, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk about the strategy here, but if you remember the old Stage 99 Corvus clear with White Fox leadership, Tier 3 Deadpool, and Tier 3 Sharon Rogers, that is what it is. So let me explain how it works, and then I'll explain how I found it. The way that it works is you use Weapon Hex on the team, not as a striker, with Gambit. And you switch to Weapon Hex, you use Hex Claws to set the all defense down at 100%, then you immediately switch to Gambit, and then you use Straight Flush. And rather than stacking up to his minus 60, he will stack up to Weapon Hex's minus 100, and you will do massive damage. Now, Gambit is being chosen as the stacker and the damage dealer because not only does he deal massive damage with Straight Flush, like it's a lot of DPS on the attack, it's also an iframe, which is important for not letting Cull interrupt you. And it's also it stacks up to minus 100% very fast. It's minus 30 per hit, so in 4 hits you stack up to minus 100% right there. You can use other characters like Hydra Cap and some such. You can try out different combos like this, but Gambit is a good option, and I want to feature Gambit because I like Gambit. I haven't played with him in a long time, and I know a lot of you out there have not. So hopefully you'll take your dusty Gambits after you see this video and you will dust that baby off and actually use him again. Now, as far as where I found this combo, I don't know exactly who showed it to me first, but I was showed this combo by multiple people on Discord, and then APN Frankie on his YouTube channel did a video 2 days ago about it. So big shout out to him. Go check out his content. But I'm not the original creator of this combo, so I cannot take credit for it. But without further ado, let's jump into World Boss and let me show you how powerful this can be. So we're gonna start off on a stage 45, just leisurely. This is the team up here, and Frankie was kind enough in his video to express that he tested out with Dr. Voodoo instead of Nick Fury lead. Dr. Voodoo would bump up her minus 100 all defense down to minus 140, but that doesn't seem to be making much of a difference in damage compared to the 50% all attack that Nick Fury gives as a leadership, and then the 55% increased damage to supervillains that he gives as a passive, along with the super armor and other such buffs. We won't bring in strikers for this one because I want to show you the combo and explain it, and I want you to see everything, but then we'll bump it up to a higher stage so you guys can see exactly what is going on. So here we go. The combo consists of basically 4 steps. Step 1, you drop the buff with Nick Fury. Step 2, you switch to Weapon Hex and you do the 4th skill. Step 3, you switch to Gambit and you do the 5th skill. Step 4, you profit. So we're going to pop this here, switch to her, pop the 4, pop him, switch to him, and then pop the 5. And as you can see, the damage is absolutely disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. It is just a savage beatdown of like 10 million damage in one shot. Now, there's 2 important things when you get to this step, and then you start orgasming, and you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is the greatest thing ever. So here's the next thing you need to do. You need to protect Gambit, and then you need to switch to Nick Fury as soon as possible. You switch to Nick Fury for 2 reasons. You need to wait, and you need to manage the cooldown on Gambit, because you can't switch to Weapon Hex until Gambit's cooldown is about 2 seconds or less. Because if you switch to Weapon Hex when Gambit has 5 seconds left on his cooldown, then you're not going to be able to do the 4th skill. If you goof it up and you get hit and she dies, then the whole thing falls apart. So it is a very precarious, sort of fragile house of cards that you're building. But damn, does this house of cards pack a serious punch. The other benefit of switching to Nick Fury is that you can pop the buff again on 5, and Nick Fury's probably going to be built more tanky than Weapon Hex or Gambit. He has a uniform, etc. Now, there's one other thing that you need to pay attention to when you are doing this fight, and that is the shoulder attack of Cull Obsidian. You know what? He's pretty angry. He's doing all these weird attacks here because I did like way too much damage. I skipped his phases. So we're going to bump it up to a stage. Let's go to stage 60, which is still not that difficult. We can go higher than that. But we're going to go up to a stage 60 now. And I want to show you what this looks like with a little bit more reasonable damage, a little bit less jaw-dropping damage. But I want to show you what Cull Obsidian is going to do, and you need to watch for. And that's what I really like about this combo, because it's active playing. It's difficult for me because I'm not used to switching characters so much, but it's active playstyle. It's not passive like it was with the Strikers, where it's like a tower defense game, right? You set up the slow down tower, and you set up the AoE tower, and they're just nuking the enemies down, and you're just sitting there like, yeah, there's the damage. It's right there. You know, this is active. You have to be making every single decision, and you're not just pressing one button and then it basically giving you an infinite damage boost. So here we go. We're doing this again in real time. We're going to stall for a little bit at the beginning just to sort of sync things up. And then we're going to pop the 5, switch over to Weapon Hex, use the 4, wait about a second, switch over to Gambit, and then launch into the 5th skill. And as you can see, if you do it right, you will deal massive damage, people. You are going to just Hadouken. You're just going to shred this loser's body into bits. And then you're going to spam switch into Nick Fury, and then you're going to laugh at this loser Cull Obsidian. Now, there is one thing that now I have to show you. Normally, if I was doing this combo, I would probably already buff and switch. But I want to show you his shoulder slam attack, because this is the attack you have to look out for, okay? If you're not doing this much damage, if you're on a higher stage, that shoulder slam attack has 2 variations. There is the red line variation, and then there is the purple. Right now he's doing the purple line variation, but I believe both variations, at the very least, the red variation, he will purify. He'll have the little icon. Right now he has the penetration icon up there. He penetrates, but he will also have another icon if he does the other version of his attack, where he has the feather. It's a yellow icon with a black feather, and that one will purify all debuffs. There we go. So you see that yellow icon with the black feather, that's purify. That is the same thing on, Wasp's tier 2 passive. You've got it on, whatever, Silver Surfer's leadership, etc. That will remove your all defense down, and that will completely ruin the strategy. So you have to pay attention and not switch to Weapon Hex and not use her attack when he's doing this. You can sort of anticipate it. He doesn't do these shoulder attacks all the time. He runs through sort of a long rotation. He'll do some other attack and then shoulder slam, and then he'll do shoulder slam 2 or 4 times, and then he'll do some other attacks for a few times, and then the shoulder slam. So it's when he stops the shoulder slam that you then go into your attack. So there you go. He stops the shoulder slam. We swap over to Weapon Hex. We do the 4. We swap over to Gambit, and then we profit and proceed to kill him. Okay, we didn't do it quite exactly properly that time. Damage was a little bit sus. I think we waited a little bit too long on Weapon Hex. The timing is definitely, it's a challenge. This is not something you're going to pick up right away. You definitely have to practice it, but it's really fun. And it makes use of 2 characters that you might not have been using lately with the Striker changes. So we're going to let him charge here, and we're sort of just going to wait until he does his little shoulder attacks, and then we're going to take advantage of him after that. So after these 3 flails, he just should do 3 or 4 flails, and then he should do this. There we go. Shoulder attack 1, shoulder attack 2, no shoulder attack. Okay, he's going to do this, so we can hit him now. It don't matter. And there we go. There we go. Now, let's move on to one final challenge here. So you've seen the damage without Strikers. You've seen the moves. You've seen the strategy. It's a pretty complex rotation, but it's really fun. Now let's see what we can do when you go up to stage 75. We don't have enough Valor. We don't have enough Resistance. We're going to bring along Strikers this time, but actually I recorded this video before. This is my second recording, and I made the mistake of thinking that you could bring along Rachel Summers. And this is what I was doing, and I wasn't having success at high stages. So I think what's going on is that if you bring any other kind of crowd control, even just mind control, it doesn't work. I can't confirm it, but that is what I was seeing. So I actually just bring along 5 increased damage delta supervillain type characters, or characters that increase your energy damage. As long as the characters don't have, paralyzed like Magneto, don't bring him. Don't bring Professor X. Don't bring Weapon Hex, or don't bring Scarlet Witch. Don't bring Rachel Summers. Don't bring any mind control strikers. And of course, because you already have all defense down on the team, do not bring any all defense down characters. It's not going to work. So we're just going to go 5 DPS. You could bring 4 DPS. Whoops. 5 DPS. You could bring 4 DPS and anti-venom just as a safety. That's fine. But I'm going to bring 5 DPS. I want to live on the edge. I want to live it, you know, fast and young. So here we go. Stage 75 with Gambit. And we should be able to do big boy damage if we get this strategy and if we get this combo off right. So we're going to stall for just a little bit at the beginning. He's going to do these attacks. Boom. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And there we go. Very nice. Very nice damage. Okay, we're in business now. Okay, shoulder slam. You don't want to do the all defense down. Shoulder slam. We can pop this. We can switch. Wait for the feather to go away. Switch. Oh, we were. Oh, no, 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 no. We made a mistake. We made a huge mistake. Yeah. Yeah. What mistake did we make? I'm not even going to tell you. You should know. From watching the video, you should know the mistake. Anyways, we switched to Weapon Hex too early. And Gambit was not ready. So we actually goofed up quite badly there. We got way too excited. He's going to do the shoulder thing again. Okay, we're going to swap over. Take this easy. Breathe in, breathe out, Alex. Don't have a cow, man. There we go. There's the damage that Gambit is known for. Perfect. We're rolling. 1 minute into this fight, and he's got half his HP left. How do you feel, Obsidian? How do you... Ow. How do you feel? All right. You gonna do your shoulder? You gonna do your shoulder thing, bro? Bro. And the really nice thing about this combo, too, is that Weapon Hex heals you. All right. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, dang. Weapon Hex took a ton of damage. I am making a lot of mistakes. I don't know how Weapon Hex took so much damage because she was in the bubble, right? I thought she was in the Nick Fury bubble. But, yeah. The cool thing, though, is you can see you get healed by Weapon Hex's little familiar. So there's actually a lot of positive synergy to sort of help this team out. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Okay, let's just try this. Oh, beautiful. The other really nice thing specifically for Gambit with this combo is the fact that his... Okay, well, goodbye, Nick Fury. Ow. The fact that his fourth skill is an iframe. And his fourth skill being an iframe actually matters a lot because... Oh, we're in trouble now. Because now... Okay, without Nick Fury, this actually does become pretty hard because we have to basically survive with her for like 7 seconds. Then we have to also not take... Okay. But basically, his fifth skill is an iframe. I think he does this 4 times now. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more. Okay. Because his fifth skill is an iframe, you're not going to take How did we take damage? I was just telling the viewers that we... Oh my gosh, we died. Oh my gosh, we lost! Okay, so I got cocky. I made some mistakes. I lost. It's okay. It's a difficult combo. It's not something you can just press buttons and drool on your phone and win. It definitely takes effort, but it's fun as hell, and you can push to really high stages with it. I got to 75, and look, I would have finished the fight if I hadn't made mistakes. I would have finished the fight with maybe 3 minutes left, so you can definitely use this as a stage, you know, 29, 39, 49, 59, 100-second challenge. You might even be able to use this as a stage 69, 100-second challenge. Giggity. So, yeah, I'm really excited about this combo. I love to see underused characters like Gambit get some new dues and get sort of new hype. This really comes down to the community just being so clever and being so ingenious when it comes to using these 220, almost 220 characters that we have and using them in unique ways. And these are the bright spots in Marvel Future Fight that I really love. Now, the rewards are not going to be that different whether you're doing stage 30 or stage 70, but it is a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Weapon Hex and Gambit. Has she regained her value in your eyes or not, and why? Thanks so much for watching. Check out my second channel, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.